Alrighty, Steelers Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation hates Arthur Smith. For some reason, everyone. No, I know the reason why. The reason is because he's not a very successful head coach, being the Falcons coach. Okay, we all heard the news today. I heard it last because I'm here in Australia. And g'day, guys. Welcome to the chat. G'day, guys. If you watch it back later, if you enjoy the content, hit the sub, hit the YouTube stuff, share, like, comment. Do all the YouTube things that every single YouTuber in the world asks you to do or says, please, thank you, can you do that, right? This stuff, mate, I'm telling you, I got 5 people in the house right now, and we'll go from 5 to 500 to maybe 5,000. This stuff really, it frustrates me. Steel fans, they want an OC, right? They want an OC. The minute we get one, he's not even in the bloody door yet. He's not even in the door. Hasn't even signed the papers. It's still a rumor. He's no good. We want Clint Kubiak. We want Eric's an enemy. We want someone like that. We want Sean McVay. I don't know. We want Bill Cowher. We want Big Ben. First of all, Big Ben is not coming out of retirement to coach the team as an OC. He's stuck in his basement, sinking beverages, doing podcasts. That's what I would do too if I was an 18-year quarterback. I'd sit in my basement, drink beverages, do podcasts every single day. I'd pretty much drink beverages and do podcasts every day without being an NFL quarterback. All this stuff. I read on the internet. Oh, Arthur Smith is not the guy. You know, he's terrible. He couldn't use Robinson. He couldn't use the dudes out there in the Falcons. Let's not forget, the Falcons are a really bad football team. Rightio? And the Falcons, ever since Super Bowl 51, 7 years ago, have done nothing, have been on the downturn, looking down. So all this stuff about he's not the right hire, they should have waited until after 2 more weeks of Super Bowl, yada, yada, yada. I reckon it's the right hire. He had some good things with the Titans. I need to do more research, but he had some good things. I've been reading, listening about Derrick Henry and the Titans offense, and they've been getting, they got some good, offensive schemes and like in rankings in terms of where he was being the OC. And coming in, what's the same thing? The same thing is we have Najee Harris, Warren, and we have blokes like that, I'm not saying he's a Derrick Henry, but Najee Harris is kind of a big back like that. You get that guy with some more O-line help. You go to the draft. You have Omar Khan be the wizard again, or the Khan artist, and get dudes in there again. And maybe you build around this offense and be positive before he's even walked through the fucking door. Let's go to the chat. Alrighty. It really pisses me off. I'm just so over the fan base. It just boggles my mind. He hasn't walked through the fucking door yet. The bloke has not even walked through the door at all. Hasn't walked in, and they're already complaining. How make it make sense? Make it make sense. G'day, Jetta. What's going on? G'day, Darkstorm. What's up? G'day, EJ. We'll talk about it too. We'll talk about this for the next, few weeks to months. Like, I want to try and figure out how good of an OC he was for the Titans. I know he had Tannehill. I know there's been links now to Mike Munchak, and he, not a link, but like rumors that he could come back to Pittsburgh. The bloke's 41 years of age. He got fired from the Falcons, but he did well enough to get a head coaching job. The coaching job wasn't in the best in his favor. Some guys aren't good coaches, and that's why I'm a big supporter of Mike Tomlin, because to me, I think he is a good coach. But some guys are better at OC and just focusing on the play calling, that kind of stuff. Steel fans, what are the ones? Well, they wanted an outside hire. You got it. You got the outside hire. This is it. They didn't promote the running backs coach, Eddie Faulkner, nothing against you. And they didn't promote the other bloke. I can never remember the other bloke, the quarterback coach. Can't remember his name. I always, somewhere in my brain, I always forget about his name. But they didn't promote those guys. They're apparently going out through rumor, and it's going around the internet with the Pat McAfee shows and all that stuff around the internet. And they're saying that Arthur Smith is being reported to be signed, and it's happening, right? So they didn't go inside the organization. Tick one. That is good for what Steelers fans like. We always do this. Well, they're doing something different. The minute they do something different, they still complain about it's not this guy. We want Clint Kubiak. It's just like, shut up. Shut up, man. I don't know. I get over it. G'day, Thomas. What's going on? G'day, J Devil. G'day, Goat. Yeah, I agree so. And I'm going to do more research into him. And I know he had some troubles with the Falcons and he had like a 20-31 record. Falcons are not a good team, but he had good success with the Titans. And if you're having success with the Titans and Derrick Henry and that kind of offense where it's more run first, then the Steelers run offense, Steelers run first mentality should be it too. You bleed in some play action pass. And I know with comments about the Rooney's too, Rooney's pretty much, Aunt Rooney the second said, pretty much Kenny Pickett is like in developmental mode. I think they're going to either target a free agent quarterback, being maybe a Tannehill. I don't know. Maybe you're going to get Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins is way too much money. He wants like $42 million a year. You might bring back Mason Rudolph to go and be that bridge guy, if you want to use that quote, and you use that idea and have a good draft. You run the rock and you get back to the playoffs, play good defense, and you win a game. That's what I see. We do know better. We do. We know much better. It's amazing. It's actually amazing. We know better than the front office. You know what I like too. The one argument I heard was that they should have taken longer. Should have taken longer to find an OC. They should have waited 2 weeks to go and talk to Kubiak or talk to Eric Bieniemy or whoever. And there's no guarantee they're going to sign. Right? They should have taken 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks. I like how they pretty much did a few interviews, and now it's been reported that this guy's going to be an OC. You get it done now. It's almost February. The Super Bowl is really late now, so it's like 18-week season. So the Super Bowl is even like 2 weeks later. It feels like a massive long season to know that the Chiefs are going to be there and win. I'm not a big fan of the matchup, but it takes forever to get here. And now we're in February. By the time we have the Senior Bowls going on, Mike Tomlin's running around town, talking to the players and getting amongst like he always does. And people give him flack too for Mike Tomlin doing that kind of stuff. But he's involved in football. He loves football. I like it. I like the hire right now. It's like it's 31st of January for me. It's your 30th. You get it done. You bring him in tomorrow. You sign the papers. And you get this ball moving in the offseason. That is free agent stuff. And you know what? I need to go over some of the free agent guys on the list and see who's going to stay, who's going to be cut, stuff like that. But I like what you do. You do this. Maybe you go and sign someone else as a passing coordinator. I don't know. Or an offensive assistant coach or someone like that. And you make moves and you start from here. You don't wait 2 or 3 weeks to see, and then this guy gets another job somewhere else. You get it done. You bring him in. Mike Tomlin's guy. Let's hope he gets like the power run game and we can maybe get another draft another guy or something like that. And Najee has a big year and Najee's also going to have his 5th-year option. It's not that bad. Like I look around the internet and I shouldn't read all the comments, but that's where I get all my content. All my content is through the internet and too far away. I need guys in the media to tell me what's happening. Like I said in my video today, I had Thomas, I had Ryan Leaf in the comments. When I woke up today, I was like, oh, cool. They've got the new offensive coordinator. It's sweet. Hurley Durley. G'day, Claude. What's going on? G'day, Silver Steel. What's up? G'day, Vicious. How are you? Thank you. I always agree. And you know what? And if we don't agree, that's fine. If we don't agree, it's fantastic. I just look at it as like it's not going to break our balls. To be honest, this news with like Arthur Smith signing, or if he does sign a 3-year contract, it's not going to break our balls. He has OC, experience. He has head coaching experience. That's going to mean something. Give the guy a chance. Let him walk through the fucking door and see what happens. But already half of Steeler Nation wants to go, you know what? We don't like him. We hate him. We think he's terrible. They should have got this guy. They should have got that guy. It's like, what are you doing, bro? You sound like a car. You sound like a car that needs oil. It's like a motorbike. Oh man, it just gets you. But yeah, if we don't agree, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. There are a few times in the comments that we won't agree on Mike Tomlin, or we won't agree on, I don't know, players or this and whatever. That's fine. But it's the overall. What annoys me the most is he's not even in the door. He's not in the effing door. That's what annoys me the most. It's not like he's been there 3 months, 4 months, that he has like a strategy, or he's saying the right or wrong things in the media. It's the fact that he's past is already trying to predict the future with the past. It hasn't happened yet. And I kind of get sick of that. And maybe I shouldn't have a channel because it really annoys me. I kind of get sick of that mentality of like, oh, the season's over. We're going to go 4-13. Then why the fuck watch? Why the fuck would you watch? The season's over. Like, it's not over. It hasn't even begun yet. So, yes, we can agree. And I appreciate that. But if we disagree, that's fine too. That's a very good call. So Ryan Leaf was one of the guys here that broke the news to me in the comments. And feel free, guys, in any video while I'm sleeping, remember, I'm 15 hours in front, but I'm also 9 hours behind. Like, I'm 9 hours behind. So I miss everything. That's the one thing that where I would love to have breaking news on this channel, but I can't. That's the one thing holding me back that I cannot control is when I go to sleep, you guys wake up. And I also got I'll bring it up later. I also got told today that I don't know American football. Now, you know what? No, I'll bring it up now. Where is it? I got told today, if you didn't see my post, that apparently you have to be American to understand American football, which really grinds my gears, right? So yeah, I always miss stuff. I always miss, I miss all the news. It doesn't matter what it is. From when I go to bed at like 11 p.m., it's like your 7 a.m., right? So I miss everything. But let me bring up this comment. I'm going to just quickly paste it here because I was doing another video about Cameron Hale with the Chiefs, right? And I do them every day, and I appreciate you guys in the comments below. This is my part-time job, my hobby. I want to try and excel, and I want to try and get 10,000 subs. The goal this year is getting 10,000 subs. So if you haven't subbed yet, hit that sub, right? It'd be fantastic. And then of course I'll be trying to do the 24-hour stream at 10,000 just for fun, rightio. I'm just trying to hang on. I see this stuff and it makes me crack up, right? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Okay, I'm just downloading it now. And 22 in the house. That's fantastic. That's awesome. That's great. Hope you guys are doing well, man, too. It's been a quick year already, 4 weeks into the new year, 2024. Long ways away from Steelers football, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be an exciting offseason. Now, side note, I got this shit in a comment, all right? And I get this on the daily. You're not even American. What would you know about American football? I've been following American football or football, NFL, gridiron, whatever you want to call it, for 22 years. 22 years that I've like started watching the Steelers. And when I even before that, I started playing Sega, Madden 94, 95 with my brothers. I know shit tons about American football. And you get one comment saying you're not even American. Why does that matter? Why do you need to be American? Why can't you be Canadian, English, New Zealand, I don't know, bloody live in Mexico or wherever? Why can't you be from Argentina? Why can't you be from Switzerland? There's blokes here from Switzerland. Crazy to me. You're not even American. What would you know about American football? Dumb. I guess I know nothing. I guess I have no idea what a fourth down is. I guess I have no idea that Goodwin Ibuke play that I brought up a million times was a good play, right? Jeez Louises. I'm pretty fired today, man. Here we go. Facts. Give the bloke a chance. That's my whole theme for today is give him a chance. He hasn't walked in the door yet. He hasn't signed a contract. And already half of Steel Nation is like, nah, he's no good. We should have got this guy. We should have got this guy. Right. G'day, Chum. What's going on? G'day, Sean Downey. Hey, they should do that, man. They should do that. It'd be fantastic. Here's a bit of coal. Yeah, g'day, Tom. I don't understand it. I legit don't understand it. Sullivan. I always forget his name. That's right. Mike O'Sullivan. That's right. Sullivan. For some reason, I always forget his name. You know what, too? I want to go through some of the coaches, too, because I've been trying to give it. I've been seeing Aaron Curry on Twitter as well. He's been pretty fired up. I was going to do a video about Aaron Curry. He's been doing some pretty cool tweets. You've got Mike Tomlin, head coach, of course. Yeah, Eddie Faulkner was the interim coach. You've got Mike Sullivan was quarterback's coach. I don't know if he stays around. Terrell Austin got the 2-year deal. The other bloke I was talking about, Aaron Curry, inside linebackers coach. He's been going pretty vocal on Twitter. And Quan Alexander, he also retweeted "Let's go." So it's good to have that bloke there. Aaron Curry was a crazy defender for the Seahawks. And I don't know, dude. It just fires me up. I have no idea. Why is everyone so disappointed? Smith was a great OC of the Titans. I agree. Maybe head coach. Exactly right. Thank you. I agree 1000%. And look, I will do more research into the Titans. But if you're working with Derrick Henry and you're getting that, I think I heard Pat McAfee say that they went to they were the number one seed one year. They beat the Chiefs. I need to do more research on that too. But all I know is that he was a good OC with the Titans. He had a run game, play action pass. If we get a quarterback can be not great, not elite, but good enough to not turn the ball over the same way that Mason Rudolph's playing, I think we can win games. Can we beat the Chiefs? Oh, you know what? We can beat the Ravens. The Ravens stuffed up the other day. Talk about Lamar Jackson being MVP. He stuffed up. Oh, man, it's crazy. G'day, Joe Mario. What's going on? I don't understand. I legit don't understand. G'day, Dante. What's going on? See, I disagree. Why do they need to go and spend crazy money? You got to give him a shot. You have to. Like, we don't know enough yet to be like, this guy sucks, right? They rode the train. They rode all the way with Matt Canada, but we don't know enough yet. All we know is that he was had a bad team with the Falcons, and he had a good OC with the Titans. That's pretty much like all we know. So until I see him in there, I want to see a press conference. I want to see him come in and a bit like Dan Campbell, go and bite kneecaps off. No, not that strong. But I want to see some confidence, and I want to see him, Mike Tomlin, Omar Khan work together. Andy Weidl's still there too. Look, it was a hard end to the season. They went to the playoffs. We lost again. Yes, we need to win a playoff game. Art Rooney has been stressing that. He's been talking about the quarterback play in that Rudolph came in and did a good job. So let's see what happens. And look, we've got the OC. The next step now is trying to identify the quarterback. Who's going to be the quarterback? And they'll do that shortly into the free agent period. A lot of draft speculation, but I'm not starting my draft stuff to about probably another month or so. More, free agent talk and who's going to stay. But to me, give the guy a chance. And the instant reaction is one of the thing that annoys me the most. Is Steeler Nation on the Twitterverse says we should have got this guy, we should have got that guy. That's what annoys me the most. 100%, man. I hope you're doing well too, Dante, as well, man. Over there too. I'm doing very well here. Yes, Mason. I think the more I see the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tomlin, Rooney, and the organization talk about the situation, and Mason Rudolph. If you haven't seen that, interview with Ramon Foster, go and watch that. Got about 35,000 views. Really good interview, back and forth. DK Sports and Ramon doing great things over there. The other show, The Afternoon Drive, those guys are doing good stuff too. Like, DK is a pretty, well-intelligent bloke out there reporting on Steelers. He's where I get most of my news from, not other sites out there. I watch what he's saying. And Mason Rudolph, he was kind of talking about how, yes, if the things work out and they sign the dotted line, and it's good for him and his deal, it could happen. So why not? Why not bring back Mason Rudolph? You cut Trubisky, you go and draft a third guy, and you see what happens. Then you have a true quarterback competition in that Rudolph and Kenny Pickett fighting for number one. Whoever gets number one, you start him in the season, and you go from there. G'day, Toddy. What's going on? When is it? March? Yes, 100%. March 11. Yeah, you need an OC right now. You need an OC in the building today. You need him to sign a contract tomorrow or the next day. Hopefully they actually do a. You know what would be funny? What would be really funny is if it's all a rumor. If the rumor didn't come true and they don't sign him, all this would be for nothing. All this freak out would be for nothing. But there's been enough sources out there that I can't pronounce his last name, Tom Pellicello, whatever his name is. He's been talking about it. Pat McAfee talked about it. So there's enough stuff around here. The guy with the mustache, by the way, he's got a fantastic mustache. Here it is. I don't know if he's going to keep it, but the mustache is amazing. Look at that. Look at that mean guy. So that's my thumbnail right now. But yeah, I'm pretty happy, man. I'm pretty happy with getting OC. He knows how to play. He's been in the business a bit. He's been a head coach. He's been an OC. Get him a 3-year deal. Tomlin will probably sign a 2-year or 3-year deal. You got Austin with a 2-year deal. Move forward and go and win some playoff games. The next step now is yes, win the North. I think next year the Ravens, they fell apart. But the Browns are the Browns. But go and win the North, have a home playoff game, and win that. Run the rock and run your way to victory. That's what I say is next. But there's a long time away. So Toddy's in the house. G'day, Toddy. Sean's in the house. G'day, quick, easy. What's going on? I hope so. I really do hope so. G'day, Juice. What's up? When I first saw the, I was a little bit like on side because last season with the Falcons, I still kind of am. But 100% give them a chance. The thing to me with the Falcons, though, the Falcons are a pretty bad team. Like, is it Arthur Blank, their owner? They're a pretty bad team. So maybe it just didn't work out with them, but he worked well with the Titans. And I think as well, you should give the guy a chance no matter what. Like, at least give him a chance. And one thing, too, is we can't change it. What can we do? We can't change it. All we can do is have our opinion, observe, and go, I like that hire. I don't like that hire. So I think it's cool. Yes, 100%, man. Combines, pro days. There's so much to look forward to. Like, from this point, there's a lot to look forward to. G'day, Jacobs. What's going on? I heard that too, right? His good work as an OC gave him the job for head coach in the Falcons. You know, the Falcons gave him a chance. And at the same time, I guess the Falcons fired him at 21-30. So is that a reasonable excuse to fire him after 51 games? Should you have given him more time? Do they need to have a better quarterback than Desmond Ridder? A lot of questions, right? G'day, still a go 808. What's going on? Thank you, Thomas. I have no idea what I said, but I appreciate that. Sometimes I'm jumping. Yeah. Steel fans have a ton of fans all over the world. Yeah, I don't understand that. I actually don't think that this bloke is, if that's the comment here, I don't think he's a Steeler fan. He had another comment about the Chiefs. But I get that a lot. You're not an American. What would you know about American football? It's not about that, right? G'day, Chloe. What's going on? It's not about that at all. The thing is I've been a football fan, American football fan, since 2002. Like, I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable one out there. I know how games work and, like, you know, man on man and JPJ taking on the best receiver. I know, like, how safeties work and Minka when he's off the field, or TJ Watt when he's out, like, he's a big force. I know stuff like that. I know how the running game works and Najee. I know how Najee shouldn't bounce to the outside. It's so dumb to me in one little comment, and that's why I wanted to represent it there too, because one little comment, I'm like, you don't even know half my story with the NFL, or even half my story growing up in Australia, waking up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. to watch the game in my living room and grabbing a blanket and laying down and thinking, okay, I'm watching Cowboys versus Eagles, but it's 4:50 a.m. and I don't care. I'm 14 years of age. I want to watch football. And I've seen it from that aspect. And I've gone back and watched, you know, all the highlights and the Super Bowls. I've been to the Hall of Fame. That's why that thing pisses me off. It really does. Because I've put my whole life into this. My whole life is pretty much Steelers. It's all around me. My whole life is the NFL. And you say those comments, like, what the hell, dude? Jog on. All right. That's a fair point. I do notice that too with a lot of guys like that, like the All Steelers talk guy. Some of them I kind of like that. I feel like they're jumping on the trends, whereas I kind of stick with mine the whole way. Like, I've been trying to back Deontay Johnson for ages. Even during the drop days where people were like, oh, he's dropping the ball. Well, I was still trying to back him. There was only really one time that I gave up on 1 week where I said, maybe Warren should be number one. And the week after, Najee went off and had like 100 yards. So I think when you're in the media like that, it's easy to go back and forth on your opinion and change so abruptly. Now, in the world of like Pittsburgh Steelers and football, I think we can change our opinion in time. You can change your opinion on anything. Some days you might want to eat this kind of chicken burger, and some other days you might want to eat like a beef burger, whatever it may be. Your opinion can change. But I think for me, I'm pretty normal with what I normally talk about, like the normal stuff. I don't go from I can't stand George Pickens to next minute George Pickens is the best guy ever. Like, I called him out on a few things this year, but he's a very talented receiver. So yeah, I can see where you're coming from in that point with the media and how they like go from one bit to the next bit. I saw that too. Before I jumped on, I saw his little speech about Arthur Smith. G'day, Debbie. What's going on, mate? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I saw they had an interview with Gerard Johnson. He was the Texans. He worked with Stroud. I reckon he's good. Yep. Kick rocks. I know it's crazy, man. Like I'm not too cut. I'm not too cut. I just wanted to bring it to the attention of what I get on the near weekly, or it feels like every 3 weeks, every 3 or 4 weeks, I get a comment saying, "Oh, stick to cricket. Oh, you should stick to football." You don't know how many times I've been to Pittsburgh. I've been to Pittsburgh 3 times. I've been to America 5 times. I've been to San Francisco when I was there for Super Bowl 50, so 8 years ago. I've been to Houston when the Falcons lost against the Patriots in 51. My whole life, and I'll admit it. This is why you guys are here too. My whole life is American football. That's what it is. Now my YouTube channel, it reflects that. My life reflects that. I love football so much. I love everything about it, from the receiver Calvin Austin going, getting a jet sweep going all the way around, or the Rudolph story, or even Broderick Jones coming in and playing right tackle, and then he played some fierce reps. And Darnell Washington, I've been talking about him. I want to see what he can do in this offense. Like, I love all that kind of stuff, or the story even with Elena Roberts getting like over 100 tackles as our middle linebacker, and there was no middle linebacker defense this year. All those kind of things. I love that stuff. So when you see the comments of like, yeah, you should stick to this, it's an absolute joke. You're not even American. So that doesn't make any sense. So you can't be from England. You can't be like my mate Owen. You can't be my other mate Matty Peverill. Can't be Australian. Like they're going international. They're going to Germany. They're going to Mexico. They're going all over the shop. Woof! All right, I'm not gonna do a very long show. No, I don't. Not really. No. G'day, Coda. What's going on? No, I don't really follow. And EJ, you're from New Zealand. Thank you, Yui, mate. Yeah, I won't do a very long show today. About like 30 to 35 minutes. See how we go. What's going on, Yui? Chicken sandwich. I'd call them chicken burgers. Yeah, dead set. I know. I just wanted to bring it up. I'm not going to always bring up those dumb comments. I'm not trying to get, I guess sympathy or whatever for that. I just wanted to bring up a dumb comment because I get them a lot. I get you don't know what you're talking about kind of style, right? So I'm not trying to get praise or anything. I'm not trying to get anything out of it. I just wanted to bring it up as like a point of interest, if that makes any sense. Thanks, Claude, mate. G'day, Yuli's in the house. G'day, Sean Manhan, cautiously. And that's not too bad. I don't mind that. And everyone's got their opinion, but that to me is better than saying before the guy walks through the door that we're going to kick him out and he's worthless. Fantastic. DK is the best umpires coverage. Did the same with Najee like week 1. Yep. Oh, Najee's playing good football. I love the way Najee plays. So, yes, I like DK. I listen to a lot of his stuff. I can never watch it live because it's too early. DK, Ramon Foster Show, I listen to that. I listen to the drive beforehand. It's good stuff. Thank you, Yui, mate, for the gifted sub. Appreciate that, man. I guess I love. See how it says in the bottom? That's the emoji. I guess I don't know anything about Australian rugby because I'm from America. 46. I think I said that right. Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, I don't really like Aussie rules, man. I will watch football like at AFL, but not a huge fan. To be very honest, everyone always asks me, do you watch rugby? Do you watch rugby league? Do you watch soccer? Do you watch cricket? No. I just watch football. I just watch NFL. That's all I watch. I watch the Steelers. I watch it every day. I was watching highlights last night of like some 1970 Super Bowl with Swan and Terry Bradshaw, just for like 30 minutes. I watched another game, Steelers versus Cincinnati in 2009. I don't know why. I just put it on. I always watch football. Yeah. Dead set. Alrighty. CD says, I'm stoked about the new C. Let's put our... Yeah, man. What's going to happen? What do we call him? What do we call Arthur Smith? Do we call him Smitty? In Australia, we call Smith like Smitty, like Smitty. Smitty. Do we call him Art? Do we call him Arthur? What do we call Arthur Smith? What's his nickname? I think it might be Smitty. Oh, there you go. Most important Melbourne City on Monday the 12th. What are you doing for the Super Bowl? I'll either be streaming it here, but I don't really know just yet. But hey, man, I might be able to try and catch up with you if I can. Maybe. Don't hold me to that, but I might be able to catch up with you. Maybe. But I'm thinking about streaming the game, but only for one reason, and that's to see Taylor Swift. That's what I want to do. I want to see if Kelsey, proposes to Swifty, and doesn't scare you one bit. Good question. Good question. Good question. Okay, Claude, thank you, Claude, for the $5. You know what? You get the first fireworks, maybe of the year. First fireworks. All right, this is one thing. This is one thing I need to improve. I need to take time to read draft stuff, to get into it, to watch highlights. And this year, I'm hoping that I get chosen to be International Fan of the Year to go to the draft. That'd be fantastic. I don't find out, I think, until after Super Bowl or the next few days. So I still have a chance. I could be in the running. I don't know. But to answer your question, your first two picks in the draft, what position? I don't know about position, but surely you have to go O-line. At some point, you got to go O-line. Do you go center? Do you go right tackle? Something like that. I think you have to go O-line to a certain point. And I also want to look into as well, maybe middle linebacker. And I want to try and look at some middle linebackers because I do like the fact that Aaron Curry is so excited to be the coach for the second year and he's really hyped up. Do you look into, we've never really replaced a guy like Ryan Shazier. That really hasn't happened. So do you look into a guy that's round one, round two, or do you look into a corner round one? Even maybe safety as well. What's going to happen with Peterson? There's so many ideas now. It's insane. Do you even look into D-line as well? But to give you a safe answer, I'd probably say offensive line. I can't say position. And for the second round pick, maybe you go in the trenches. You go O-line, the first one, and a real safe answer is O-line, and then you go D-line. But that's probably the safest answer I can give. Dead set. Remember, I don't know anything about football. I know nothing about football. Hey, holy dooly. Smitty. So I appreciate the $5. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that with this hire, if the way he ran with Derrick Henry, and I need to look more into it. You run the rock with Najee. I think he's going to sign an extension or maybe sign his 50-year contract or a deal or whatever he does. He's going to sign something. Warren's in his third year. That's something to watch too to sign him for another contract. Maybe the Steelers go and get a free agent or maybe they go and draft a guy and you work in a third running back the whole year in 2023. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure in 2023, they did not run a third running back at all. 10-7. Let me see. Excuse me. Najee Harris, Warren, Calvin Austin, Trubisky, Pickens, Rudolph, and Haywood. So Haywood was the only other one who ran one carry. So Najee Harris got 255, 1,000 yards, 4.1. And Jalen Warren got 149 carries, 784, 5.3. I was pretty close at the start of last year. So last year I said that Najee Harris and Warren was going to get 1,000 yards each running. They got 1,700 between them, and they got 8 TDs for Najee, 4 TDs for Warren, and big 20-plus yard plays was 8 for Najee. A few fumbles here and there. First downs, 50. First downs, here's the big difference. First downs for Najee, 51. That's when you're like 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. You hand the ball to Najee, you get a first down. First downs to Najee is 51. And also first downs to Warren was 36. So if anything, with this hire with Arthur Smith or Artie Smith, or Smitty, however you want to say his name, if anything, working with Najee Harris, an O-line that wants to block like Darnell and those big dudes up front with Broderick Jones, who can only get better in his second year, this is a good hire to work with Harris and Warren, right? And a speedy guy with Austin. We're going to find out too, with a real offense, what's going to happen with their quarterback is going to help Kenny Pickett. With a real offense coordinator too, not saying, Canada was crap, but like how are you going to implement ideas by using Austin, or how are you going to use Muth and Haywood and those dudes too? the offense, when you think about it, has got a lot of key players and a lot of skill players too. So, yes, last year there was only 2 running backs like that. Awesome. I have heard that idea with Mike Munchak coming back. There's been a bit of a rumor because he has connections with Smitty. I don't know, but we'll have to watch. We'll have to watch because Pat Meyer, I don't know his overall contract with Pat Meyer, but Pat Meyer did a pretty good job. They run the rock really well, just pass protection and sometimes kind of fails. So we have 2 codes. We have rugby and rugby league. So rugby is like the one where they do a scrum and there's like unlimited tackles, and rugby league is like when you get 6 tackles. Hurly durly. 100%. That's why I had this channel. I'm the same way. I love watching Steelers games from the past too. It's a great distraction from my life. Steelers football in general is the best life. Exactly. That's why I had this channel. That's why I have this whole community, and you guys are awesome. And we can talk football in the off season, and I'll be doing more work than ever before. When I'm going to have time, of course, I got my job with a part-time job, but when I get time, it's Steelers work, content, videos, let's effing go. And it's a good distraction. It's fun. It's a roller coaster, ups and downs. It hurts when we lose. It hurts when we see the Chiefs and 49ers in the bowl. I wish the Lions would have won, but man, it's good fun. That's cool. Totally, I've seen them all. Smitty, he goes by Artie. There you go. Artie, okay. Stashy. Yeah, sweet. Holy dooly. Good call too. I've seen. Yeah, you guys are on the same page. We're all kind of on the same page. I've saw ideas around that too. Bringing Edmonds back would make this team very, very physical. Very, very physical. That's it. Gus Edwards from the Ravens. He'd be idea. G'day VYBRA. What's going on? Jalen ain't going nowhere unless the Steelers don't show. Oh, no, they will. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. With Arthur, what's with the passing game look like? He's a run-oriented OC, and everyone was calling for more passing offense the last 2 years. Ooh, good question. That's a good question. I think from my limited knowledge on from this new bloke coming in, right? Just for the personnel we have, you've got to stick to the run game. You have to. You can't make it like a 5 wide like Big Ben used to do and call his own plays and pick apart the defense. It's not about that. It's about, to me, I want to see that them go and get some more big brutes, big fellas up front who can run the rock and get back to Steelers football. People talked about that in the comments too, in the Twitterverse and the Instagramverse and in the Facebook land. They said, we want Steelers football. We want to run the rock. You finally have a guy who's worked with Derrick Henry, who's probably one of the best backs in the league, if not, one of the top 10 ever to play the game, a huge bruiser. Now you've got Najee Harris, not the same size, a big enough dude who can run over folks. Like, start to work with that. So in terms of the passing game look like, I just hope it's getting to the point where you're not making silly plays. You're not throwing the ball short of the sticks. You're getting one-on-ones at Pickens. You're taking that opportunity. I think Rudolph showed us that too. I think Rudolph took his time, went through his progressions, and he found DJ or he found Pickens down the sideline. He kind of sparked the offense. Aunt Rooney talked about that as well, about Rudolph and how he was a bit of he came in, he knew the quarterback position really well. So that was kind of fun. I hope so. I hope so too. But to answer your question, yes, the passing game looks like you throw it 20 to 25 times, 31, 220 yards, a TD here and there. Red zone, they need to improve the red zone. The red zone has been pretty bad. You've got guys like Muth and Darnell who are 6'7". You get them the ball. You've got Pickens in the end zone. Your quarterback needs to be coached on how and schemed open how to get them the ball. You have to do that. And you've got bruisers like Najee and Warren too to run them over too. Woof! Yes. So John, in the NRL, then we have 2 codes of rugby. We have National Rugby League, so NRL, and we have Rugby Union. In Rugby Union, you get when you hold the ball on offense, you have unlimited plays. However, in National Rugby League, you get 6 tackles. So you get 5 tackles to work down the field. Yeah. I know that. Yeah, that was one thing too. G'day, bud. What's going on? I know that too. I know that for sure. That was when the Saints put, you know what too? And I don't blame the Saints at all. The Saints, is it Dennis Allen? He deserved, if you can't stop them. So Smitty, if he's angry, he's angry. But if you can't stop the offense, right? And they want to put points on the board, They want to get back into a more favorable position with the for and against, and maybe that's going to help you in the playoffs. I don't know, but you have to stop them. So Smitty, Arthur Smith, he should be mad, but also I don't blame the Saints. I'm not angry at the Saints. People will be like, well, the Saints shouldn't run a score up. No, you stop them. If you can't stop them, then that's your fault. So, but I think this would be a good fresh start again to get back to, to the organization and Steelers talk here. Is you bring in Arthur Smith. He tried being a head coach, didn't work out. Come back to the Steelers, get some positive reviews, work with Najee, work with the run game, and like Bubba says here, get 1,500 yards. Let's hope so. He's already got back to back, and I'm fully now. I'm fully now. I was only 1 week. I was like, oh, maybe Najee should be number 2. No, Najee's the guy. If you have Najee here, I know it's not the most sexiest, speediest guy, but when you watch him run, and I need to go watch like a compilation of 30 minutes of his football. When you watch Najee run, he's always getting tackled. The box lines up for 8 people. They run him down. They're trying to get knocks on him, and he's pushing him away. He's a very physical runner. And yes, he's not the most speediest. He's not like Willie Parker, right? But he's getting in there, being very physical. So I hope he can get 1,500. At the same time, he has got back 3 years in a row, 1,000 yards too. Woo! All right, I'm going to calm down. I'm fired up. Next 5 minutes, I'm out of here. It's been a great show. I'm okay with Arthur Smith, to be very honest. Very honest. I'm okay with it. The guy with the mustache right here, I'm okay. Do you know why? Because he hasn't even walked in the door. Let him walk in the door. Once he walks in the door, then we can start to judge. Get ready for his, interview or his press conference that welcomes him to the Steelers. And as Steelers fans too, give him a chance. At least give him a chance. Even though he had a bad resume with the Falcons, 21-30. It didn't work out well. Got fired there. Give him a chance. That's all I can ask for. But the Twitterverse just goes nuts. Goes absolutely nuts. So we're going to call it a show, guys. I do appreciate every single one of you coming in and saying hello. We had 28 people today in the chat, which is fantastic. Unreal. Ooh, I like that. AJ Brown had 52 catches every year. That'd be cool. Yep. It's a new year too. I think this is something different the Steelers haven't done in a long time. They normally promote within the organization. Now Mike Tomlin had a chance to go and hire his guy, and they're talking about it was his hire. So I know there's going to be a lot of reflection on with Mike Tomlin, and this doesn't work out, right? But I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that the Steelers can turn it around, and we can figure out the quarterback situation, and we can get back to winning football games where we win. Remember the days where we could win football games by 13 points or 14 or 17 points? Those kind of days where you'd see Keys run back the 99 yards, or Debo run back stuff, or you'd see the defense have a chance to be up by 24-10, and you chip away, and you win 27 or you win 31-10. Those days might be around the corner with the way how the Steelers offense works things with the running game, and Najee and Warren is going to be fantastic. Give them another year. They're hungry. They've made the playoffs. Pickens, if he can just control his ego a little bit, don't know what's going to happen with DJ, but they're going to probably move on from Robinson. They're going to probably use Calvin Austin more. Maybe you go and draft a receiver. There's high hopes in this team because the team's so talented. The same thing is, though, we do not understand there's been 5 games that haven't won a playoff game. That's the thing where it's like, oh, we should have got a better hire than Arthur Smith. Give the guy a chance. Give the guy a chance. I heard ideas too. Bubba says, if we don't sign, by the way, too, check out, you know what I will do? I'll give you a shout out, man. Let me do a live link for the Triple B experience. It's Bubba Brewer. Does great content too. I'm going to go on his show are you going on after this? All right. Okay. I'm going to send them over. I can. So what I'll do is I'm going to finish now, guys. If you want to go and watch the Black and Gold Dynasty podcast, number 6, it will be in the link comments below. And if you guys want to, check out this bloke, Bubba. He does good. Can you guys see that? Let me see. Does good football talk. So I'm going to leave now. So click that if you want to. It's more Steelers talk. I'll be in the chat too. All right. So shout out to Bubba. Does great Steelers content. I don't know where you're from. I forget where you're from. You're from like Iowa or something like that. I don't know where you're from. All right, that's it. Last thing, don't give up on him. Don't give him a chance. Give the mustache a chance. Give this bloke a chance. At least let him walk through the door and give him a chance. That's all I can say. But if you guys want more Steelers content right now, and I'll be in the chat, is thank you, Silver Steel. Thank you, Dead Set. Yeah, check out the Triple B experience in that comment, and I'll post a link to in the community post, and we're done. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yuli. Thank you, Claude, for the $5. It's hopeful. The off season can be hopeful. The one thing I'll say is last one thing is maybe I won't get too overhyped like last year, because I think when we won all the preseason games, I was like, man, this team is going to the Super Bowl. Maybe I won't get too overhyped. I'll be like a bit more level headed, but it's really hard not to. G'day, Jamie. What's going on? I'm just about to finish. You're in PA? Okay. I'm just about to finish, but check out the Triple B experience right here on this link. I'll be in the chat too. Should be a lot of fun. I will see you guys later. Don't give up on Arthur Smith just yet. I'll see you later.